and it probably saved my marriage. We were on the rocks. Here's how on the rocks we were. We went to counseling a couple of years ago for 2-3 weeks. It was going good for her. It was going good. I just sat there quietly, just playing past episodes of like Boy Meets World in my head or some shit. But we went to counseling and we quit going because our counselor pretty much called my wife a right? Yeah. And as a man, I should have taken up for her, but I was like, hon, that's a professional. That is a doctor, all right? Diagnosing you. How can I get in the way of that? My defense, my dad did not give me the sex talk until I was 17 years old. He's like, Dad, I've been having sex for 6 years, okay? 5 of those consensual, all right? You know Uncle Danny, right, Dad? But the only time he talked to me about sex before that was when I was actually 12 or 13 years old. And he Pentecostal pastor, remember that, Pentecostal pastor. He sat me down and, Michael, come in here, son. Sit down. Did you know when you're in your alone time and you're sitting there in your room, imagine Jesus Christ is sitting right beside you. Because guess what, kiddo? He is. I've never came so hard in my entire life. It was fantastic. But I don't think she married me because of anything physically. Like, I think she married me because emotionally, I'm there for her. Like, I'm her rock. You know, spiritually, I'm her rock. I don't think physically I'm doing anything for her. I'm not checking any of those boxes, you know? Like, I've seen what she searches in porn. There's nothing on there that says 5'7" white guy bangs chick for a minute and a half, right? I've seen her searches. She's seen my searches too, and there's nothing on there that says chick fakes orgasm and cries herself to sleep. So, even Stevens, I would say. She's also never said the word sorry to me. Like, she's never, okay. Out of context, she'll say sorry, but it's this, right? And guys, you know this. She'll say, I'm sorry, but I'm not apologizing. I'm not apologizing, right? Yeah, exactly. So, but she'll say sorry to literally anybody else. Like, I've watched her say sorry to other people. Been in the room, right? Like, I feel like I'm in the hotel and 2 people are and I'm in the chair in the corner of the, you know that chair in the hotel, the cup chair, everybody knows that chair, right? I feel like I'm just there until they're like, okay, come finish them off. It's crazy. It's terrible. I feel like when she says sorry to other people, like, I feel like a man who's starving and I'm having to watch somebody else eat, you know? Like, what's on, that looks so good. What's on that? Sympathy? I'll have what he's having. That looks good. Okay, so if anybody's dated in a small town, I can tell you it's tough. Because you go on a couple of dates, you come home, you talk about it. You're like, man, we got along so much. We have so much in common. DNA is what you have in common. And probably a Meemaw. So I knew there were some red flags when I went on that date. For starters, we had the same last name. So I knew that was going to be a hurdle to get over, you know. So I married her, and it's going great. Guest list was just a family reunion. It was awesome. So our kids are tooth in an ear, nose coming out of an ass.